Hey everyone, it's the captain again. I have something a little different for you. A friend of mine was having a little bit of problems with his Wyndham weaponry AR-47. It's not cycling right, so we're going to fix it up a little bit today. Also, for a 7.62 by 39, I think the scope is slightly ambitious, so we're going to put a slightly smaller Sig Buckmaster scope on here and fix the broken extractor. So let's take a little bit closer look at this thing. So as I said before, this is a Wyndham weaponry AR-47. So this is chambered in 7.62 by 39 instead of the usual typical 5.56. We're going to clean this thing up a little bit too. It's a little grungy. Got to pop this scope off. A nice little foregrip. Attached bipod. I don't know if I like that being stuck on there, but it's not super heavy, and the legs are spring loaded and adjustable, so kind of neat. I'm not sure what company made this here. It's Faiachi, so whatever, you know, might be your cup of tea. So okay, let's show you here what's broken. It took about 10 seconds to realize that this extractor was broken. Let's see if I can get it here. Yikes. Bro. Okay, so if we look very, very closely here, you can see that is just, there's nothing to extract around there. It's broken off totally. It's possible too that this is a 5.56. A lot of people will have the 7.62 brake and just throw a 5.56 in there, which will work for a little while, but they break. It's pretty common for these, so real easy fix. So just having some feeding issues. I would imagine that's why, but yeah. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this here. You probably can. That is your pin that's holding it in. So the extractor actually hinges on that, and then there's going to be a spring in here too. So I have my bolt here in a vise, some cloth to protect it, and I have it just kind of snugged down, not too tight, and I have the rag under it, so it's going to hopefully catch this pin when I knock it out with my pin punch here. Alright, I can't find a hammer, so I'm going to be using a caveman tool to pop this out here. You just put your pin there, just gently tap her. See, it's coming out nicely. And hey, look, looks like my napkin actually caught that little devil. Like so. Okay. Okay, pop her out of the vise here. There we go. And see this little spring there. Yep, that's where I thought it was. And obviously, if you're going to change this thing out, you might as well clean out all that gunk out of there. Put a little bit of oil. So. Okay, so this is really easy. How this is going to work is this slot here. This is where the extractor goes. Okay, and the spring goes down right into here. All right, and we're going to slides in there. Now there's going to be some spring tension on this. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick it in a vise with something soft in there so that we don't mar up the bolt. And then we're going to push that spring tension and tap this pin right into that hole. Pretty simple. Okay, so now it's just as easy as getting your punch and your pin. I grabbed a smaller punch, hold on. And you just tap that guy in there. I keep misplacing my hammer, so I'm just gonna make do here. Just a gentle tap. Make sure it's seated in there. Looks like we're pretty good here. Alright, and it's tapped in there pretty well. It's actually protruding out of this side just a little bit, so let's see if I can. Okay, so extractor repaired, and now this thing should feed just fine. Hopefully. We'll find out when we take it out to the range. But anyways. This should be pretty easy to come off here. Yep. B-roll. Okay. It's actually pretty nice. Actually, no, it's not actually that great. Not really. A little bit too much for 7.62x39. So now as I look into this thing, I realize that the muzzle brake was not attached correctly. It's a newer style without the vents in the bottom, like an American style A2, and it was turned like this, so it would have kicked your rifle off to the right every time you were firing it. So I'm fixing that, putting that back on, and it was also really nasty too, so we're giving her a clean up. So here's where we're at now. I got this sucker all apart a little bit. Okay, here's the final result. Got her all cleaned up, looking spiffy. Muzzle brake is on correctly now. We have our more ideal scope for 7.62x39 rather than that big old thing there. And boy, she's looking pretty shiny. Extractor's fixed. So now, next thing is go out to the range and sight her in, do some test firing. My favorite part. WW-16 model. So let's have some fun here. Oh, I guess I didn't rack it. I thought I racked it. Huh. All right. Good. All right. If you want to press record whenever, I'm ready.
Yeah, I was giving you a heads up.
Hey everyone, it's the captain here. Got my buddy's AR-47. We're going to do some function testing, and I'm going to try to sight in the scope for him. Let me get these ready to go. And I'm going to grab my Allen wrenches for me. I might need them in a second here, but yeah, we're going to take our first shots and just see if this thing works in the first place.
I hit the record button, but I'm trying to make sure it's recording.
What?
I said I hit the record button. I'm trying to make sure it's recording now.
The red button?
Yep.
Red recording button.
Yeah, I hit that, and it should be going after that, right?
Yeah, so yeah, we are recording.
Okay. I see it now.
All right, here we go. I don't know if this thing will even come close to being on the paper, but and that's not going to work with that in there either. I can't see it on the paper, so I don't know where it went. Maybe we should have brought the silhouettes, huh?
Possibly.
Seems like it's functioning okay. You can go ahead and cut. So awesome.
Awesome, man.
Thank you, sir.